season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Demon Deacons about to kick it away and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Lets it fly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Let's take a second here and talk Wake Forest. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Colorado Buffaloes will take over 1st and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice.
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll do it himself. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Wants to throw on third. Steps away to find some room. The throw. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look easy.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. What a play. Big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. Guys, let's step back for a moment and talk a little Wake Forest. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Cobb. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Working that left side now. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wake. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And the Demon Deacons trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Cobb. Gets it out quickly. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Touchdown, Demon Deacs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Under fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the ground, it's Wilkins. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Cobb. Might be looking to run. Pulls it in, it's Booker. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilkins. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Demon Deacons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give out of the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the ball comes to rest right there. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now for this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Cobb. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're working that left side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Demon Deacons in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Lost to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Chambers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. Trying to run, it's Wilkins. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Let's take a second here and talk Wake Forest. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Cobb. Back open in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Going for 6. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
24, Colorado, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
To the air, it's Cobb. Pressure coming. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Cobb. Dumps it to the back. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
You're down, you need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Cobb. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. The kick is on its way. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut. To the grass.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And the defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to have to find a way to get this tight end doubled because in man coverage, he's just too much. Nobody right now is able to run with him. Big play there on the corner route. I think they're going to have to start giving him safety help.
They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to scramble. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Rides the back on the option to give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Barnes. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Bucs! And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know they're going to make some plays for you.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Booker.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Booker. He steps. But he's got a first down on the play.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get get the first down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, first down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. That's caught. It's Booker. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. On target. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football and try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
Absolutely perfect. And now they regain the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Barnes. Bringing the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got him.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
The Demon Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. This one's complete. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Colorado.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Open space at the 25. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I like the decision right there. You're winning by 1. You're trying to go for 2 to make this a field goal game. Even if you kick the extra point, the other team kicks a field goal and they still got the lead. That was the right decision, just couldn't execute.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy run. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Barnes. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to slam in. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Booker. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Chambers. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. We've got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Can't get him to the ground. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
Well, obviously here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. They're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his 1st career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.